Get ready. AI house hunting for bargains is already a reality. By 2026, as soon as a good property is listed, AI immediately spots it and someone snaps it up with an offer. This is already happening. The listings we see online are already just what's left after the best ones have been picked over. At the end of the video, I'll even share with you a ready-made bargain that my AI found. If you're really interested, feel free to try it out yourself. Consider it a New Year's gift for everyone. If you're interested in this software or tool, feel free to contact me to try it out. We actually have a real client with this requirement, a budget of 1.2 million, expecting a 10% annual appreciation, and it has to be a commercial property for personal use. Plus, there needs to be an extra space to live in as well. At the front of this property, he wants to use it for his own GP business, and if his business fails, he also wants to switch it to an investment property with a rental yield of 5%, and on top of that, he wants to find a bargain. Oh, and one more thing. He also wants the land to be subdividable. Just hearing all this, most people would think, how could you possibly get everything you want? But for us, this is just business as usual. While we were helping him look, we also had the software searching for him at the same time. Here you can see the settings in the software. We gave it a try, and after just 1 hour, it found the first property. Now let's take a quick look at the result that the AI found. First of all, this property was purchased in 2017, which is 8 years ago, for 1.02 million. Now in 2025 or 2026, its listing price is between 800,000 and 880,000. Even if I don't know this agent, and even if the agent is using a bait and switch price, there's still a high chance you could buy it for just over $1 million. In other words, you're buying at the price from 8 years ago, right? That's already a great deal. Let's quickly look at the potential of this land itself. Its neighbors on both sides are already KL2 and KL3. So for development, you can either add an extension in the backyard or tear it down completely and start from scratch. I'll give you the address at the end of the video. And now comes the exciting part. As you can see, the front part is perfectly suited to be converted into a GP clinic, and then the doctor or business owner, our client, can live in the additional building at the back, which also meets the requirements. Finally, if he decides not to run the business anymore, we can help him rent out the front and back separately, and it's easy to get $1,000 a week in rent. That way, his requirements are met, a 5% to 6% yield from the sale, using the rent to cover the mortgage and maintain the property. Now let's take a look at how the AI specifically evaluated and found this property. Now keep in mind that each of these models carries our memory and data. In other words, it's just like us. It has seen thousands of properties in Victoria, watched all our property tour videos, has all our review experience, and knows why the properties we buy can be subdivided and appreciate quickly. The first model simply assumes that the property meets the requirements for self-occupation, and that it can be subdivided in the future. The second model notes that the property has commercial potential and further points out that the driveway is 3 meters wide and the building at the front can be converted into a clinic. The third model has also gathered information that number 104 on the same street has already been converted into a vet clinic, that is, a hospital for small animals. And it found that it has the same zoning, which means you are neighbors. If they can make changes, so can you, since you both have the same zoning. If our team further analyzes this property, it's actually in the SLO, which means